Hello there friends, I hope that you're doing well. So here we have a new bicycle that I bought a few months ago. This is a specialized Hardrock from 2010, so it's a 10 or 11 years old bike. Now back then they released these bicycles in 3 versions. The paint. This one has a black paint with some gray brownish parts. It should be really shiny, but the previous owner has made a bit of scratches here and there, and the shine is not there anymore, especially during the day. And he also didn't know a few basic things, like he had to add grease on the seat post and on the pedal treads. So because of that, the bicycle has a major problem, meaning that this pedal will not sit straight. It is a bit bent at 2 or 3 degrees, and I will have to see that after I ride it for a bit. The pedal will usually just unscrew a bit, so I'll probably have to replace the crank arms. Okay, so I'm going to talk about every component and the changes that I made in the meantime since I bought it. So pretty much I took every piece of it and clean it, grease it, lube it, and then assemble it back. It didn't have rust except these chromed elements. So let's start with the components. So on the front we have an SR Suntour fork, which is quite scratched, but it works okay, so I'm just gonna keep it for a while. Maybe I'll replace it in the future. So it has 80 millimeters travel. We have specialized Fast Trak tires. These are the original tires and they still work great. They still have a lot of tread, so I will probably just leave them for a few years at least. We have some very good rims called LX rims Z1000, single wall, 26 inches, and they are very light, probably some of the best single wall rims that you can get. But since they are single wall, I don't expect to jump over things or anything. Then I talked about the rims. The saddle is leather. It's quite comfortable, and even if it's 10 years old, it's still in pretty good shape, and I have no reason to change it. We have normal V-brakes that I had to take out and just clean them, and overall they still work great. And on the back they work perfect. I had to replace the brake levers. I had these ones Tektro from my previous bicycle that I still have, by the way, and they also had these silicone covers. Overall they are much better than the original levers, so I had to replace them. They work great. The hubs are no name, they don't have any brand on it, it's not Shimano or anything, but overall I like them quite a lot. They spin quite well. I can ride the bicycle with no hands. It is very well balanced, so I can't complain about that. The frame is aluminum. And it is actually very light. I can just pick it with one hand and carry it. The only issue is that, as I said, the previous owner didn't took that much care of the bicycle, and it has quite a few scratches, especially because the cable rubbed this area. But it's not nothing that important. The paint is a bit worn off here, and I've added these silicone protectors. The quick releases look very nice, chromed. I had to take this out and clean them. They had a bit of rust on them. I've replaced the pedals. It had plastic pedal, and I bought these ones, no name, but they are made of steel or aluminum. I'm not sure exactly, but they are wide, exactly how I like them, and they don't spin freely, sadly, but they work okay. The seat post is the same one that came with the bicycle. It's Promax, as well as the stem, which is a 90mm stem with 15 degrees rise. Sadly, the handlebar is 24.6 or 5, I think, so it's pretty narrow, and I plan to change it. I already bought a new one, and I will change it. Other than that, the grips are the same specialized grips that came with the bicycle. They are pretty worn off, but I will keep them for a while. Already bought an ergonomic pair of grips from Cube. So as you can think, I plan to make some upgrades, and I will just keep this bicycle. So I haven't bought it to restore it and sell it. I will just keep it for myself, because I always wanted a specialized bicycle. So let's turn it around and see the drivetrain and the other components. Okay, so on the other side we see the drivetrain. So it's in Ares Suntour. Pretty uncommon to see something like this these days. We have a front derailleur, which is Shimano Altus hyperdrive. It works okay. And on the back we have an SRAM X4 derailleur, and initially it had an SRAM PG 730 cassette. So it's not a free wheel, it's a cassette, and I had to replace it, and I bought this cheap Shimano Tourney cassette, which has the same specs, and I added a little thing here. It's a lock ring from Force. I found it on the website from where I bought the cassette, and I had to buy it. It's really nice. It's green, glossy, so I had to buy that. Also, I added this frame protector, Shimano XTR, and I also replaced the chain with KMZ chain, which also the bicycle had the same chain, also on KMZ, but I had to buy this one and just shorten it, and I've put it back. The wheel reflectors are the same, and also the one from the back. These are the initial reflectors. They look quite good, and it would be a shame to just replace them. So I also added this bottle cage from Specialized as well. I bought it used, but it's still in good shape. It has this stickers a bit worn off, but they still work. And I've added this this cyclocomputer, also from Specialized. But sadly it's wired, so it's not wireless. It was pretty expensive, but the cyclocomputer and the bottle cage, I bought them used, and I think I've made a great deal. So I had to install it like this, wrap it around the brake cable, and for now I just tighten it with this plastic strings. So I didn't want it to put zip ties for now, because honestly I don't have any at the moment. And I've added this ring bell from Cube. Initially the bicycle had a very silly ring bell, which I still have, and I'm going to show it in another video, which was chromed. It sounded actually even better than this one from Cube, but it was looking pretty damaged and silly, and I just had to replace it. So on the tires we have markings Fast Trak 26 with 2.0 size, construction, wire bed, durable compound 70 SA, and we have shredder valves with inner tubes. I think these are actually the original inner tubes, so you can make an idea about the quality of these components. Made in 2010, so a 10 years old bicycle, and outside of the scratches it's still in a great condition. The only thing that I might replace is the drivetrain, as I said, because the pedal treads are in a bad condition, but overall it will remain as you see it now. Outside the stem and the handlebar, the problem is that the position is a bit lower for me, and I already ordered a similar stem but with much higher rise, something like this. It has a 35 degrees angle, and I will have to replace it. And also the shifters, they are from SRAM, pretty standard but pretty decent 10 years ago. So we have SRAM, I think it's SRAM X3, and here it's saying just SRAM, but they work just great. So this is the bicycle, Specialized Hardrock 2010, restored. As I said, I've replaced every part that was not working, and I still plan to make some upgrades. Overall a great 26 classic MTB. I will leave the specs in the video description. If you have any questions about it, I will answer them. Please subscribe if you found the video useful, and I will make more videos with this bicycle if you're interested. And as always, thank you for watching.